Hello everybody and welcome back to Latasha's kitchen. Here we are again. And what are we going to cook now, Latasha?
We're going to make a Dahl lentil stew.
Okay, that sounds nice and simple, isn't it?
It sounds really simple and it's actually quite simple to master. So I am just going to go straight into it. What I have here is a little bit of turmeric, a little bit of coriander powder, and some fennel seeds, cumin seeds, and fenugreek seeds. So I've got a couple of things. And really for 2 cups of lentils, so that's 2 metric cups of lentils, and I'm using yellow split pea lentils today. So if you're using a split chickpea, which is called chana, if you're using that, I'd encourage you to soak it overnight or for at least 6 to 8 hours so that it's nice and soft and you can cook it quickly. But we are using yellow split lentils and yellow split peas, and you really don't have to soak it at all. You just wash it, rinse it really well 4 or 5 times, then add enough water. For 2 cups of dry lentils, I have got about 5 cups of water, and that's ready in the pot. And then to that, I'm going to add this turmeric combination, which has a bit of coriander powder as well, some fennel seeds, cumin seeds, and fenugreek seeds. Now to that, add some asafoetida powder, just about a quarter teaspoon. And what that does is it gives it a really nice aroma, and it also helps with digestion. To that, we want to add some bashed ginger. So I've got about a knob of ginger that I've just bashed with a mortar, with a pestle, and I'm going to add a couple of garlic. You don't need to add the garlic if you are on a onion and garlic free diet. The asafoetida would take care of the flavor. And then we are also going to add 1 split green chili. Now I'm not going to be chopping it up or anything because we just want to impart the flavor. So I'm just going to split it in half and then cut it in half. So that's that, and then you need some oil and you need some curry leaves. 2 sprigs of curry leaf here, and that's got a really nice flavor and aroma. And use the stick as well. I mean, there's no reason that you want to, take the leaves off. So we'll take all of this and some salt, that much. And we're going to go to the pot over here. We're going to add the salt and all of this ingredients. Add a splash of oil. You can use ghee as well. This is just to aid in the lentils not sticking to the base of the pan. Now when these lentils are cooked, I am going to stir fry a little bit of mustard seeds and dried chilies, and I'm going to add our zingy tomato chutney to it. We can also add our green coriander sauce, which is also beautiful in flavors, in bringing out more aromatic flavors to the Dahl stew. But you can definitely just serve it as it is. So we'll just wait for 40 minutes on our timer. But prior to that, I'm just going to keep an eye and wait for it to come to a good boil. So it's in a rolling boil, and it'll keep the temperature even for it to cook. Yes, that is definitely on a rolling boil, which means that it's achieved the temperature I would like for it to now start cooking. So give it a good mix, and it is on high that it's been boiling. Make sure nothing's sticking to the base. And then at this point, you turn it low, and I will find a lid for it. So we're going to finish off our dal. Our dal has been simmering away for about an hour, 45 minutes really. Now I've got the lid off, and I'm just evaporating what liquid is left in there to give it a nice mushy thickness. So while that's happening, I'm going to do some tempering with some black mustard seeds into hot ghee. You don't have to use ghee, obviously. You can use oils of your choice. And in here, I've got some dried chilies. I've got some curry leaves, some fennel seeds, cumin seeds, and some white lentils, split white lentils called urad dal. So this mixture is going to finish off our dal. I wasn't kidding, it'll hurt you as well. And then to that, I'm going to add a few slices of onion. So into this nice hot ghee, And the spices, I am going to add some sliced onions. And I'm just going to cook the onion till it gets nice and golden. And then this whole mixture will be added into our dal. Now that's just to complete the dal with a nice fragrant spicy mixture here.
And again, such beautiful colors.
So the dal can be had just on its own like this, nice and mushy. It can be served with this tempered ingredients over the top. It can also be added with the green coriander sauce that I mentioned that we have, which is a beautiful zesty fresh flavor. You can also add zingy tomatoes, and you could actually even add inside here a couple of tomatoes. Actually, why don't we do that? We have half a tin of tomatoes left, and I could add into our dal and make it into a tomato dal. Now, if you're not a fan of tomatoes, you want to add some frozen spinach, you want to add some mixed frozen vegetables, you could do all of that at this stage of the dal cooking. There you go. Isn't that pretty? Colors. You got me on the colors again, so.
We always cook with such beautiful colors. It just looks divine in the camera.
And put this on, on fairly high to get it, nice and crispy. The much more browner it gets, the more flavorsome. When we pour this mixture into the dal later, there's a lot of flavor in this pot. So don't get rid of it straight into the sink. Add a little bit of hot water from your kettle and just mix it all through and pour it into the dal. That way you're capturing every last essence of the flavors. Now, this is what we are taught when we are cooking in our home kitchens when we are little, that everything has its flavor and everything adds to more flavors. So I've got here 2 lots of the dal. One, I was going to get you to taste them on its own. And then after that, I was going to add our 2 chutneys. Are you a fan of lentils?
Yes.
So that's not a spicy lentil, just a very mild. And now taste it with the zingy.
This is wonderful.
So you tasted the original, just the dal as it was. Then you've tasted it with some zingy tomato added in. And then this one here is with some green coriander added in. This one.
Okay.
So taste that.
Do I use that spoon?
Yeah, use that spoon.
Use that spoon? Okay. Oh, that's beautiful.
Which one do you prefer?
I'm not too sure. I think maybe that one.
Yeah, because it is a tomato dal, so the zingy tomato, just brings up that spice and all the wonderful. So something like this you could serve next to the, as a vegetarian meal with the mushrooms.
This is our Dahl lentil stew. So nice and simple, our Dahl lentil stew.
And we have this zingy tomato to flavor it up at the end.
Zingy tomato or the
green coriander sauce.
Green coriander sauce. That was just wonderful. Thank you so much. So if you want to find out more or buy some of these products, have a look below. See you next time on when we come back to Latasha's Kitchen to see what next meals you're going to dish up for us.
Yes.
So bye for now.
See you. Bye-bye.